pat yourself on the back for everything you fucking overcame in the last lifetime that you've been here on Earth, because ain't nobody gonna understand shit you went through. Only you. Like, only you carry those thoughts, and only that filters out through your personality. Or not your personality, but through your behavior. Like, I'm saying that like it's making you unhinged, but no, like in terms of like through art and expression and uplifting others. Be proud of your biggest setbacks and failures and heartbreaks, because during the roughest times in your life is when you develop the most, and that is when most people blossom. Like like a load is. I think that's confidence how they grow. They grow and start from mud, and then just blossom from mud, and that's kind of how people are, especially artists. Um, the more sensitive the artist is, the more expressive they become, and some most of the time, better the art. It's what really makes them stand out from a lot of materialistic artists. To actually know if you overcome whatever great tragedy you dealt with is the mental space that you're in. If it's drastically different from the one then when you were in the mud, uh, then you overcome it. Hopefully for the better, not worse. You're not an alcoholic and homeless. Or not. I mean, it's bound to happen to a lot of people. I'm gonna be honest with what's going on right now. However, there's still hope. Clenching onto hope despite all that is immensely powerful. The ability itself to overcome failures and setbacks itself is a power. It shows that you have power in yourself, in your head, to overcome and bounce back and do better than before. Just put in what you know will do the work. I mean, obviously, do not do useless hard work. Like, do not like really research thoroughly what you're doing. Don't have. I mean, I don't believe in backup plans. But also, have a solid plan, layered, multidimensional. I think that's what people kind of like forget. Don't jump into a useless degree or a troubling job. However, you put in those free time, those free hours into yourself, into your career, into your entrepreneurship, into your art, to your literature or whatever, um, you will be better. Putting it every day, you will be better weeks from now, you'll be better from months from now, you'll be better from years from now if you do that thing every single day. Surprisingly, well, actually, unsurprisingly, people are really conditioned into just giving up easily and settling for whatever is comfortable. Um, However, true artists and true people, people who are really, really concentrated into doing to their goals, they have nothing in mind. They don't give a fuck about comfortability or contentment, or is it contentment? Whatever's like tranquility. They're not fine with being comfortable or sitting down. They're always doing something. Like, I mean, it's not like hard work and grind. It's not really like that. It's not really like the mindset that they have, right? Or at least that I have, right? It's not really like it's like enjoyable part of life is doing the art and working and growing and developing. Like it's fun as a fucking video game, if I'm being honest. I think, current state in a very like hopeless and very, fucked era in America that we're in, um, the ability to keep your shit collected and calm while when your whole world is upset and burning to hell is a leadership type of skill, which means that you are dependable. When your entire team is on fucking fire, you're there to, you know, gather everyone. And, it's a big duty that you have to fulfill um, on the con side. The pro is that you have that leadership skill and the resilience to overcome, and as like to, as a democracy, uh, like as a united group, community to overcome things and uplift. It's people with the skill that many people, at least like anxious, worried, or unwell, will go to for help. Kind of like the think of yourself as like a healer or an angel, and we, those are we really need a new generation of those. Okay, in this end half, I'm gonna talk about my setbacks and my failures and how I overcome it, what I'm doing now, the transition into it, and then the actual tragedy itself. So, for years, I've been writing countless scripts, stood up countless nights, 4 years. All right, 4 years, and it went nowhere. Script after script, pilot after, draft after draft. Like I would write a script, write a few drafts on it, and it would go nowhere. And then I would be like, oh, on to the next. And giving up never entered my mind. And I kept doing that for filming. And look what I got going on right now. It's I really want to tell people, like don't fucking question your passion. I mean, if it's it has to be set in stone in order for you to know if it's truly for you. If you're questioning, is this for me? Then I think, then it's not for you. I think you should do something close to it. Maybe, maybe your passion is incomplete when you're looking towards it and you're like jumping to a career. You're like, fuck, I actually hate it. But I also can't think of anything else because I like it so much. And it's also like, find a field that has only the most positives, least cons. I mean, I'm an 18-year-old filmmaker with no, one coming up, and I'd rather just make a few solid, multi-dimensional, layered short films full of just the most, just a golden 10 minutes, than make a few minute short films like monthly that are all just gray loot. And a lot of you film students, I'm gonna rub my nuts on your face right now and say that I got more, luckily for me, all right. No, that's kind of fucked up. That's kind of luck. But I have made some, network and a little bit there and there. Like my plan is pretty solidified. It's solidifying. It's like crystallizing into to a full reality. It's got to make the right calls as of right now. However, back to overcoming. My bad. Off track, drifting. But for the most part, like, yeah, I mean, it was just like failure after failure, and like giving up and stopping didn't enter my mind like ever for years. I mean, I kept my head up, just not even up or down, just like in it, just in my own world, just writing and then shooting. Not like that, filming. Gotta be really careful there because like a little police incident happened with my film. Gotta be a little wise on that. But locally, people are very excited. Little bit online, people are excited, but I do have a small guaranteed audience, and I really want it to grow for this short film that I am creating, and then for the next, and to the many more that I wish to show you guys and share, and to express that, you could really overcome anything. I went to a concert, a Suicidal Tendencies concert, and I'm gonna put a few photos in there. The band member was talking about actually, I'll just put a speech up right here.
It's hard. But when I was younger, getting into trouble, he said, Mike, you can fight with your fist. It'll get you somewhere on the street. But if you want to get somewhere in life, you're gonna have to fight with your mind. And so many of my homies that fought with their fists, they're dead, they're in jail, and they say, Mike, I wish I had a dad like yours. So when I talk about my dad, it's because I was lucky to have him say shit that made me think. I want you all to think, because they don't want you to think. My dad said war is W-A-R, wrong against right. Too many people pick a fight based on if they think they're gonna win. But you will never lie. You will never lose if you stand up for yourself, if you believe in yourself. Because you will get knocked down, but you get yourself back up. This is not a sing-along, it's a feel-along. We will all have fucked up thoughts in our head. We need to deal with that before we take it out on the wrong way. This song right here is called War!
The guy who just did that speech is Mike Murr, singer of Suicidal Tendencies, and he's a really fucking awesome guy. He gives really small musicians a chance. The people on stage were actually people like they're literal like like young men, like just like giving them a chance to really just like, you know, put them on stage and they're just rocking out. It's such a community, you know. You don't see this shit with, you know, rap like the big fucking music elites, bro. You don't see that kind of shit. Like this dude lets people on his fucking stage. He's that just connected to his audience. Anyways, yeah, I mean the most powerful thing you can do. I mean, this is what Confucius did. All right, you wanna know what you do when the world's turning to shit, dude? You become Confucius, bro. You overcome yourself. All right. When Confucius was traveling through a country and throw over, you know, walking on foot through over China for thousands of miles as an old man, and having swords and bows drawn on him, because there's war everywhere. You know, just you know, he's a leader. He had that skill of keeping his shit calm and cleared, calm and collected, and people needed answers and needed help, and he fulfilled it. He fulfilled the prophecy. All I gotta say is that I believe in every single one of you. I believe in you! You, the person watching this, I believe in you. Just make the right calls, you know, put in the work every day. Really, really have this Batman prep mentality and be prepared for fucking anything, and, you know, when shit hits the fan and shit, all that. Yeah, I think really you just need to just master yourself, and then once you figure out who you are, well, it's a lot of things. I'm being really generalized. However, I mean, if you keep going despite the universe telling you not to on something that your soul is like intertwined in, then you know, it's really just a test. People say a test from God. I just say it's like a test from like the universe itself and the earth. Also because I'm like agnostic, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, to have hope in the most, you know, unhinged universe of death is to be rebellious against the, you know, the absurd Albert Camus type shit. Alright, goodbye guys. I believe in you. Have a good one.